wonder how many of those corrosive coins I have now. Hi, Whiny. How's it going? Oh no. You hate to get yeeted. You ready for tomorrow? No. Do you think this area is worse or better than the Siren Isles? Anyone? Better? I'm gonna watch the raid videos for the raid that's coming out tomorrow at 10 CST. Yeah, our new raid night is on Sunday. Is our new raid night. Sunday, Monday. Like football. Right? Okay, wait, do we get it? No, wait. No. We did the incursion. Okay. And now we need to do a temple strike. Okay, the ancient foe is over there. Wait, how did that person beat themselves?
Sit down with me. Let me tell you a story from my day.
Eastern outpost? Does that work? Weak. And what's wrong with that? I made it this time. Nikki with the raid. How's it going? Thank you for the raid. We're gonna watch raid videos in like a half hour. It's just living all day in vaults. Oh no. Hopefully it wasn't too hellish. I am not an enjoyer of first week of vault farming. Ugh, look at my bags. Nasty. Got a chest piece that we can't use. I really need a waist piece or a belt, but you got the 10k mount, a lot of decor, and got last one on altar, so a ton of upgrades. Takes 8k coins for upgrade now? Oh boy. How did you end up spending 8k on upgrades? That seems pricey. Were you like crafting and stuff, or? First is 1k, and then does this have to do with like the power coins? The currency. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah, I have not looked at the altar stuff at all, and I don't really know how to start it, but it sounds terrible. I'm looking at the map. Oh, this is the vent. Slay the undead. Okay. I also was trying to find where the coins was like located, like midnight currency. Like here's Marl. Oh my god, that's crazy. Hi Zath, how's it going? And then I don't see the coins on here. We're doing good. We are filling my Holy Pals vaults. Well, we already did that, but we are trying to just finish up their weeklies because I'm still looking for the bark I need for them to craft gear. Okay, good night. You You unsubbed. That's okay. We're here to hang. Ooh, oh, you unsubbed from WoW? You start a new job? Oh, the corrosive coins are under zones? Okay. Oh, I see that now. Okay. 811. That's probably not close to 8K. Across all characters, I have 4,800. Gather flames to cleanse the sarcophagi. Okay. Big things coming in for Zath. That's awesome, Zath. Congrats. Does the job require you to do like a lot of stuff after work hours? Is that why you unsubbed, or you just want to try and focus on one thing at a time? Just can't play WoW and work at the same time. Oh no. You tried too hard. Oh. Well, maybe after a little bit of time you will strike a balance. If you want to. No pressure to return. Your guild was too late? Like, it was too late at night? Like, raid times were too late at night? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you can always find another guild, but... plenty out there. 5:30 a.m. Holy. What time do you get home? Okay, now the temple... That's a patrol. I thought that this was the strike. I'm so confused in this area. 5:30? Do you have to drive very far to get there? That seems extremely late to be getting home if you're getting up at 5:30. Wait. Oh, you wouldn't want to find a new guild? You just love your current guild so much? Oh, and you don't drive yet. Oh, okay. Okay, working on it. That's good. That's good stuff. You know? Making progress. That's all you can do, right? I guess I will just sit here until the strike starts. Or is there... Oh wait, no. Isn't there like a strike every certain amount of time or something? Or here's one. Oh shit. Okay, we're fine. Please don't demount me. Please. Please. Getting some driver's classes in there. Okay, good job. Finding a guild that is as good as them is gonna take up half my life. Oh my. Yeah, that's fair. Just focus on the stuff you're working on. Yay! I'm very much in favor of people learning to drive who have not yet. You met someone at a festival and they don't live in the city. So it's grind mode. Oh. Like a potential somebody to date or um so I think we go to these little Ooh, you're dating? That's exciting. Long distance blows. What is she like? Or he? Oh my god, there's so many ads, bro. I'm gonna die here. She lives in a city you've always wanted to live in. You've been leveling Valera. What are they at, Megan? Mine's at 33 right now. I think that's... She feels kind of... Oh my god, 84? Holy... 74? That's crazy. Good job. Oh, yay, that's awesome. It's good to find somebody that you have a lot in common with. That sounds like a lot of work, Megan. Are you leveling, or how are you able to put up with that? Temple strike completed. Wait, we did it. Oh my god, we're done? We're done. I think if I... Midnight Vaults. Oh wait, this is the one... That's fine. We're gonna have to... Thought that might be the one up here, but it's not that one. I think this is the one at Silver Moon. I'm just gonna Hearth. Pretty sure that's the one that's at Silver Moon. I really thought that this Vaults of Ulatek quest would take a lot longer, but easy peasy. Oh yeah. So is your new job in a different city then? Or are you excited because like at some point you're hoping to transplant to where she's at? Oh, they have a branch that you can transfer to? Ooh, that's pretty nice.
Pleasantries can wait.
Oh, my inventory is full. Oh my god, I gotta clear out my banks. The new Delve Ring of Glory is the perfect setup, so you just mount up with the Dun Dun Curio, and you can run over the mislaid curiosities and pick them up and just get them all and then exit and then go back in. Yeah, I don't think I've tried that new Delve. But I've been hearing people are using it for leveling. Once you move up a bit, you're going to ask to transfer, and they already know that's the plan. Yay! We love a supportive workplace for your future. That's very exciting, Zeth. Sounds like it was worth the WoW unsub. You know, you just move it up in life. Okay, first we're gonna warband transfer all these reagents. A lot of room to grow. Yay! You'll come back to like where you Where you are right now? Like the city that you're in right now? Oh, you'll come back to WoW. Okay, yeah. It has a way of doing that, doesn't it? This is all Dragonflight stuff. Surely I can just delete. I don't think it'll all fit my bags, though. So what we have is the tides. Wait. Where's that spark? Oh, we didn't get it because we need to turn the quest in. You're having some FOMO, but not having to prep 2 tunes is a sigh of relief. Did you do splits for your guild? Is that why? You would have to usually do 2 tunes? Okay, so I have 1 spark on this tune. Wait, where's my... I thought I had another spark. Mirrors. How is mirrors different than splits? I don't think I've heard that. Okay, oh, here's my spark, maybe? Oh. Oh, so like 2 warriors if you were playing warrior. Or like 2 demon hunters. I see, okay. Well, that is a relief because I wouldn't want to do that either. Oh my god, I gotta get rid of some stuff in this inventory. Okay, hold on. We need some spring cleaning in August. So that way you don't get people that think it's like time to gear my garbage tune. I don't know how to play. Yeah. In the other guild that I was in, we just kind of were like, okay, you have your main and that's it. You don't get to play anything else. But I did just join a new guild, and so it's been a little bit different. We have like a loot council now in the other guild that we were in. We did not have that. What is this? A interesting shield. Why not? I have a bunch of garbage in there. Oh, hi Caduceus, how's it going? I wish... Okay, surely there's like a bunch of stuff that I can just delete. You fell into a pretty good guild. Sucks to quit, because they probably won't take you back. No! That's really a bummer. Oh yeah, you could do like what Vega says. Vega says he's like in a retirement guild. The only issue you ever saw with Loot Council is certain jobs, tanks, etc. get focused first. Yeah, I don't know exactly how it's going to change the gearing experience. It will be interesting to see. I have some warbound items I could use. Oh yeah, you know what else? I know that's on my Resto Druid. I got a staff drop from one of the dungeons that was really good that I can use. So I gotta add some enchants to that. This is warbound. Can't use that. Can't use that. Can't use that. If my tank's getting loot burst, I'm gonna be crying. Yeah. There's definitely some downsides. I'm gonna hold on to this 2-handed sword. This is a bind on equip 192 weapon. Surely this will not sell for very much, even if I tried. Yeah, a lot of guilds just give it to like the person who's doing the most DPS, or they might do like if one particular upgrade is going to, I don't know, give the mage like insane, like much more DPS than they could, then it's usually goes to them. For some guilds, it's like the healers are gearing last. Just kind of depends on the loot council. Not all of them are the same or have the same like theory crafting approach to how they should approach raid. Last guild was tanks. Heal. Okay, well, were the tanks the raid leads, because that's the only way I could see giving tanks their set first.
Make use of our coffers.
Yeah, I would agree. Definitely tanking is fake. I would say that's a pretty they were officers and the husband to the guild lead. Okay, well, that's probably why then. I would say that's probably a pretty unusual approach to gear the tanks first. I think you got a little cheated there. Might be time to look around for a different guild. Hi.
Many lucky doos you like.
You already did? Okay, good. That is good for you. That was a wise choice. I don't need these. Don't need these. I don't need anything from War Within. I wish I could just kill all that stuff. Okay, get rid of all the Dragonflight stuff. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Don't need fish or jack-o'-lanterns. Don't need this nasty trinket. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Do I need this? Oh wait, I can use this. 282. That's actually really good. That's a good item level upgrade. Where'd it go? You have 3 characters you want to play, and all 3 had all their Mythic Zeros delves done in the first 3 days. Oh my god. You are so much faster than I am. I'm like just kind of starting to wrap up coming to the dark side. Indica, it's not the dark side, it's the light side, because I was watching other people play it and it looked kind of fun. But you know, I'm still gonna push on my Resto Druid. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect to have fun playing Holy Pale. Last season I was like, oh, Holy Pale looks fun. But like I love playing Resto Druid, so I was like, pretty against it, but it's so different now. But then like watching people play it on PTR, I was like, wow, look at those health bars just going like, it's like, that looks pretty nice compared to what I have right now on Resto Druid. So I ended up taking my Ret Pally and getting some gear on Mythic Zeros, and Meta Healer is definitely coming down to. I don't think Resto Shaman. I think Resto Shaman is really good if you have all melee, but because I think like one of the nice things about Resto Shaman is the healing rain is really powerful. But if people are not standing in your healing rain, it's kind of like rough. It's like when people don't stand in your F-low if you're a resto druid. So, you know, or if you're like a Pres Evoker and people are not standing in such a way that you could include them in your Dream Breath. Make Windwalker meta. Zath, I think it was looking really good on PTR. I think that Windwalker was looking pretty nice. So then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like, fill my Holy Pals vault and see like how that goes. So we have a whole bunch of tunes prepped. Okay, we've got the Holy Pal, we've got the Resto Druid, we have the Resto Shaman, and we have a partial vault for my Pres Evoker that I reluctantly put a vault together for. You can handle like one ranged anymore. Yes, this is called Alter Ego, and it's pretty nice. It tracks everything. Like it'll track all the dungeons that you've done and the praise. I don't really do that much, but I think it's really good for a vault. Looking at your vaults across, and then it will track what the keystone is for every. This is called Alter Ego. And another nice thing about this add-on, which doesn't have really anything to do with its ability to help you track your alts, is that when you reset a dungeon, it puts a nice little chat. Yeah, Alter Ego. When you put when you reset a dungeon in chat, it'll say this dungeon has been reset, and which is kind of a nice extra benefit to it. You haven't done anything this season or preseason? Well, you got stuff going on, Caduceus, or you're not playing the game this week? Taking a break? Honestly, you're not going to miss out on that much, because next week, if you haven't done anything this week, then you're probably going to have your sparks drop in the dungeons that you're farming, and then that's it. There's like a hero piece you might miss out on. So yeah, this week is just Mythic Zeros and Delves. Even Bountiful Delves is not currently open. Ramen! Oh my god, thank you for the raid, Ramen! How's it going? How's your stream? Yeah, I mean, that's fine, Caduceus. You'll catch up. Like I said, you're not missing out on anything. And even Vault is not going to give you a bonus roll. So the only thing that we can get in Vault, aside from gear that appears in the Vault next week, would be a socket or tier, which you could also catch up on tier pretty easily after a couple weeks. So, did you have a good stream, Ramen? What do you guys get up to? Not much to do in WoW right now, other than Mythic Zeros and Delves. So maybe it was one of those two things. You're doing the new zone quests, and you did the new dungeon Altar of Fangs, and then did some Mythic Zeros for gear. Very nice. Yeah, I just I went and got my Spark of Tides. Oh, by the way, I forgot I was cleaning out my bags. Got a little lost in the convo. But yeah, Caduceus was just telling us that he hasn't done anything this week, but that's totally fine. I don't know where my other Spark is. Ugh. Where do you get the other Spark? We don't talk anymore. I turned in the quest over here. I thought the other quest you got from the tier oh, it's the PvP one. Oh, I gotta do that. I forgot about that. F. Where is the PvP area? Is it over here? Is it this? No, this is the Horde area, right? Yeah, okay, this is the Horde area, not the PvP area. What's this? Catalyst? Is the left side. Okay, yeah, I'm on the completely wrong side of the map then. That's the I know that there's like a circle looking spot. Is it over here, maybe? There we go. This one, okay. Interesting that they give us like a PvP
We endure.
quest, and then it's Sparks of War. Oh, I don't want to do it at all. I want to do the Void Storm one.
Sun, chase your
Okay,
shadow.
so we'll do that after we watch raid videos, though. So I don't. If anybody saw my Discord, I am going to be doing some viewings of the raid. Hi, Elbel. How's it going? Yeah, I like find it very helpful to be like watching the raid videos with other people. So instead of just like staring at them feeding me and shoving information down my throat about what the raid mechanics are. So we'll start that in like 2 minutes. Okay, but we did get the Void Storm Sparks of War quest. I think I did that one on my... I wish there was a way to track sparks on our alter ego. Honestly, I feel like these are pretty good item levels for where we're starting on the alts here. You've been trying the new patch. It's pretty good so far. Yeah, I think, you know, I'm not looking forward to the dungeons. I feel like the dungeons feel very painful. But we'll see how it goes. I think for DPS, maybe it'll be fine, but for healers, it'll be... Because they always say, like, oh, yeah, we're starting this thing where, like, it's going to punish the DPS for not performing correctly. So this season, it's like, there's, like, some ads in trash, like some mobs in trash, yeah, standing in crap, where, like, you have to focus them down, and then if you don't focus them down, then the DPS has, like, they end up, like, living for a very long time. But, like, ultimately, they are a very painful ad, and the DPS not focusing them down, sure, they live longer, but also it tortures the healer. So, you know, almost season 2. Woo, we're almost there. Yeah, this week has been kind of long. We're just staring at my alter ego stuff. Okay, oh, it's 10 o'clock. Alright, we're gonna turn the music down. Alright. Here we go. I got this all set up earlier, so it should be pretty smooth. And then... So this is gonna be the first boss of the raid, I believe. That we're looking at here. Give me 1 second to pull it up. By the way, we're watching the Hazelnutty guides. If you want to go back and refer to any of the stuff that I am watching, then feel free to. Okay. And then audio. All right, here we go.
Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is a guide to the next
Let me know if it's really loud.
fight in the Venomous Abyss on normal
Kind
and
of like the
heroic
big ads in
difficulty.
Algothar Academy.
The golden rule of this
focus
fight
down one
is
and
to
then go
stop
second.
and kill the
Yeah.
ads before they get to the middle. They're gonna keep trying, so you gotta keep stopping them. Any ads that do make it give the boss energy and stack up raid damage, which can get ugly really fast.
Ooh.
Possession Barrage is our fancy tank
Big
mechanic.
grippies.
It channels spirits at the target, which do raid damage when they hit. That damage is reduced dramatically by the distance they traveled, so get away from the boss and make those spirits
raid
walk to
damage.
you. Nexali also stacks up Hollowing Strikes in her current tank, which does healing reduction, just tank swap once that gets uncomfortable. Soul Coil Right does strong raid damage, it's a great spot for a healer cooldown. Do watch your feet during this, these rings will kick you back and hurt if you get hit. Essence Rend picks a handful of players and marks them with magic debuffs, which drop puddles when removed. Run out of the way to
not
drop
too
your
bad.
puddle. Healers
Just
can
run
dispel
out?
players when they're
Oh, why
out of
is
the
it
group,
like
and
that color's
ideally
like the
not
exact
earlier.
same as like
Restless
the ground?
Amani are those ads that really want to get to the
Hate
soul
that.
well in the middle. You can see where they'll come from based on the lit up coffins. DPS them to break their shields, which also stops their march, group them up, and kill them. Grips are good, use whatever slows and CC you have, just don't let them make it to the soul well.
Big vortex.
At half health, the boss becomes
Big
immune and it's
typhoon.
intermission time. Make your way around the room defeating the big Echo of Jawei ads to end the phase. As you're fighting an Echo, it'll cast a big fire soak. On normal, you want everyone in that, since you'll take special extra damage if you don't soak with the class. Restless Amani are still waking up and making a break for the middle, keep on top of those. When all the Echoes are dead, we're into phase 2. There's going to be increasing raid damage until the fight ends.
This looks
so a
very
real race to the
chaotic,
finish
but
here.
it seems kind of simple.
All of our phase 1 mechanics are back.
But like the
The
ads
new
are
challenge
what is
here,
making it
aside from
chaotic.
ramping damage, is that now and then she'll make some of the puddles we dropped earlier just zip around the room. That can mow you right down if you're not looking.
That was
so
moving
keep your
kind of
eyes open.
fast.
On normal, that's it. On heroic, we get a few new things to deal with. Soul Coil Right, which happens naturally throughout the fight, and Extra, if ads hit the middle, gains a stacking 1-minute debuff. If ads keep slipping through your ranks, you could easily stack and extend this debuff until the regular right damage is absolutely frying you. All this means is you gotta stay on top of ads. Speaking of the ads, on
It
heroic,
kind of seems like the
Amani
rate is
now stick
split
around
a
as
little
little
bit.
corpse piles after they
Because
die.
the ads, there's like
We're
ads
going to
from
need
all
to get
sides.
rid of those, which we do in intermission. In the heroic intermission, both the soak and the ring you get for staying out of the group soak can now burn up corpse piles.
Ooh.
Some of the raid still
okay.
needs to be in the big soak, which should ideally be on a big bunch of bodies, but a few people should stay out and go burn corpse piles with their little rings. The more grouped up they were, the easier this will be. Any piles not burned at the end of intermission will revive into new ads, so clean it up as best as you can. And that's Nixali the Soul Coiler. Thanks for watching. I've got more raid guides if you want them, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Okay.
Bye!
That doesn't seem too bad. Alright, next up. The Entombed Sentinels.
Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is a guide to the Entombed Sentinels fight in the Venomous Abyss on normal and heroic difficulty. So, we've got two golems, green and red.
Classic.
We're going to split the raid evenly in half. Each group takes a boss, and we keep them at least 40
Very
yards
cauldron
apart.
of carnage.
You get a stacking dot while in range of your boss, and we're going to swap the bosses after intermission to let all those stacks fall off, reset the tank mechanics, and let you fight the one you didn't start with. The green golem is the Breath of Ulatek. It'll spray a bunch of green droplets that need to be soaked. Run around, make sure every drop gets soaked, and be careful with your health if you're getting a bunch of them. Venom Coagulation summons a big slime ad that pulses raid damage while it's up. That needs to die. Over on the red side, Blood of Ulatek does a red group soak. Get as much of the red side as you can into that to share damage.
Still got the soaks.
At 100 energy, the golems will come together and rebalance their health in a sort of intermission. Spread out a bit as we head into this. All players will be poisoned with a certain number of red and green orbs. You can get 1 green 3 red, or 1 red 3 green, or an even 2 and 2. You need to find a player with your opposite mark and walk into them to neutralize your toxins. So if you have 3 red orbs, you need a player with 3 green. If you're 2 and 2, any 2 and 2 player will do.
It's nice that's over
We're
your head and not
balancing
just
the
like
numbers.
figure this out with a debuff.
Touching the wrong player will explode you both violently, so move carefully and find your pairs. After the intermission, we want to trade the bosses to reset everyone's aura, as well as the tank mechanics both golems were stacking. Everyone can get back to their sides, and tanks just pick up the boss they didn't start with. Rinse and repeat. On normal, that's it. On heroic, we get a couple of upgrades.
So then if you can't
The green
cleanse, you just
droplets
have
were
that over your
soaking on
head
the
for
breath
like
side. Now fire
the
back
rest of the
at the green
time?
golem after they're soaked. Drop
Hold on,
normal,
I want to check the
that's
debuff.
it. On heroic mechanics, both
Okay,
golems
so it's
were
a
stacking.
2 and then
Everyone
7.
can do reasonably and
Hold on.
find your pairs. Player will explode
looking at
you
the
both
debuffs.
We're balanced 3 to the 4 and we head into this. All players will be poisoned with a certain number of red and green orbs. You can get 1 green 3 red, or 1 red 3 green, or an even 2 and 2. You need to find a player with your opposite mark and walk
like, I wish that like the visual had was like different, I guess. Like the one that you had the least of was on top, but
into them to neutralize your toxins. So if you have 3 red orbs, you need a player with 3 green. If you're 2 and 2, any 2 and 2 player will do. We're balancing the numbers. Touching the wrong player will explode you both violently, so move carefully and find your pairs. After the intermission, we want to trade the bosses to reset everyone's aura, as well as the tank mechanics both golems were stacking. Everyone can get back to their sides, and tanks just pick up the boss they didn't start with. Rinse and repeat. On normal, that's it. On heroic, we get a couple of upgrades. The green droplets that were soaking on the breath side now fire back at the green golem after they're soaked. Watch out for these arrows and get out of the way. Over on red, after the group soak goes off, players that
looks
were
like a
in
lot
it
of damage,
will now drop
actually.
blood pools under their feet 6
Soaking
seconds
those?
later. Maybe scooch to the side after soaking. And that's Entombed
Bear
Sentinels.
form, frenzied
Thanks
regen.
for watching. I've got more raid guides if you want them, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!
That's not too bad. I think that's kind of an interesting new mechanic. Okay. Vashnik is our next one.
Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is a guide to the Vashnik the Malignant fight in the Venomous Abyss on normal and heroic difficulty. Our boss room has 3 fountains: fire, shadow, and blood. He drinks from the 2 nearest fountains with Imbibe, which does a few things. Drinking from a fountain does a raid damage explosion and summons adds that will beeline for the middle. In all cases, we want to heal through the raid damage and kill the adds. They come in different flavors, but they all need to die. Then, we need to move him around the room between imbibes to rotate the fountains and keep anyone from getting too empowered. The fire adds pulse raid damage while they're
Oh my God,
up
look at
and
all
do
those
a
dead
burst
people.
of raid damage when they die. Stagger their deaths if your raid health is feeling iffy. These shadow adds take twice the damage to kill and burst into ground circles when they die. Just watch your feet. And then the blood adds cannot be CC'd, and they divide into smaller blood adds when they die, so kill them quick with lots of cleave. If any of these adds make it to the middle, they do raid damage and a stacking raid-wide dot, which can wipe you pretty fast. So stop and kill all blob adds before they get to the center. After Vashnik imbibes, you kill the adds, then drag him to a new third of the room so he's drinking from 1 new fountain. The longer he chugs from the same one, the more raid damage happens and the healthier the adds get, so make sure you drag him around the room between imbibes. Plague Froth targets a few people to fire out plague missiles. Get back with that and try not to send them through melee. Our
This
tank
feels
swap comes
chaotic.
from Dripping Fangs, which is a stacking dot and amps your physical damage taken. Swap after every cast.
Oh my God.
He'll also target players with debuffs depending on which fountains he drank from last. The Fire Fountain gives out flame dots that can be dispelled but do raid damage when removed. Dispel carefully. The Shadow Fountain gives
So probably
healing
take
absorbs
those out,
that
I
do
guess?
AoE damage around their victim while they persist. Spread out and heal those off. The Blood Fountain debuff prevents you from being healed, but lets you siphon health from nearby players. Stack on
Oh.
your healthy friends to drink their life and survive.
Those people died
From nearby players.
Okay, so don't
Stack
touch
on your
that
healthy
the other
friends to
person
drink their life and
who has
survive.
that on them.
Health from nearby players. Stack on your healthy friends to drink their life and survive. On normal, that's it. On heroic, the blood adds now stack
That's
a
like
dot
kind
when
of
they
like
die,
a
making it more
soak
important than ever to
With
stagger
other
kill them.
people?
We also get a new soak to
Hi,
deal with.
Vanicus.
Vashnik raises a malignant catalyst orb over the central pit, and then drops a green soak ring
I'm gonna have to
somewhere in
rewatch
the
this
room.
entire
At
video.
least one person needs to run
This
and
is
get in that to
there's a
soak
lot
it
of
and
mechanics
save
in
the
this
day.
one.
And that's Vashnik the Malignant. Thanks for watching and get
Alright,
in
we're
that
gonna
to soak
rewatch
it
it.
and save the day. Malignant fight in the Venomous Abyss on normal and heroic difficulty. Our boss room has 3 fountains: fire, shadow, and blood. He drinks from the 2 nearest fountains with Imbibe, which does a few things. Drinking from a fountain does a raid damage explosion and summons adds that will beeline for the middle. In all cases, we want to heal through the raid damage and kill the adds. They come in different
Okay.
flavors, but they all need to die.
So yeah, at first I was kind of confused about the ads, but now I'm realizing they're trying to get over here. So we just
Then
don't
we
want
need
them to
move
get
him
over there.
around the room between imbibes to rotate the fountains
Kill
and
adds.
keep anyone from getting
Move
too empowered.
To another
The fire adds
side.
pulse raid damage while they're up and do a burst of raid damage when they die. Stagger their
Okay,
deaths
just
if
a
your
little
raid
bit of
health is
burst
feeling
damage
iffy.
here.
These
Actually,
shadow
that is a
ads
lot of
take
bursting.
twice the damage to kill and burst into ground circles when they die. Just watch your feet. And then the blood ads cannot be CC'd, and they divide into smaller blood ads when they die. So kill
Ooh,
them
those
quick
blood
with
ads
lots of cleave.
seem way more annoying.
If any of these ads make it to the middle, they do raid damage and a stacking raid-wide dot,
The
which can
cannot be
wipe you pretty
CC'd thing
fast.
is really
So
troll.
stop and kill all blob ads before they get to the center. After Vashnik imbibes, you kill the ads, then drag him to a new third of the room so he's drinking from one new fountain. The longer he chugs from the same one, the more raid damage happens and the healthier the ads get, so make sure you drag him around the room between imbibes. Plague Froth targets a few people to fire out plague missiles. Get back with that and try not to send them through melee. Our tank
Okay,
swap comes
easy
from
enough.
Dripping Fangs, which is a stacking dot and amps your physical
Don't
damage
have to worry
taken.
about that because I'm not a
Swap
tank.
after every cast. He'll also target players with debuffs depending on which fountains he drank from last. The Fire Fountain gives out
Get out
flame
with
dots that can be dispelled but do raid damage when removed. Dispel
Spell the
carefully.
person who's out.
The Shadow Fountain gives healing absorbs that do AoE damage around their victim while they persist. Spread out and heal those off. The Blood Fountain debuff
Wait,
prevents
what's that
while they
one?
persist. The Shadow Fountain gives healing absorbs that do AoE damage around
Healing
their
absorb.
victim while they persist. Spread out and heal those off. The Blood Fountain debuff victim spell carefully gives
hold
out
on, one
flame
more second.
dots that can be dispelled but do raid damage when removed. Dispel carefully. The Shadow Fountain gives healing absorbs that do AoE damage around their victim while they persist.
Ooh.
Spread out and heal those
So
off.
if you have the heal absorb,
The Blood Fountain debuff
try
prevents you from
and
being
get
healed,
away from other
but
people.
lets you siphon health from nearby players. Stack on your healthy friends
do
to drink
that.
their life and survive. On normal, that's it. On heroic, the blood ads now stack a dot when they die, making it more important than ever to stagger kill them. We also get a new soak to deal with. Vashnik raises a malignant catalyst orb over the central pit, and then drops a green soak ring somewhere in the room.
okay,
At
an
least one
orb.
person needs to run and get in that to soak it and save the
Okay,
day.
catch balls.
And that's Vashnik Malignant.
Right?
Thing needs to run and get in,
Oh, she
and then
didn't
drops
get a
a green
picture
soak
or
ring
video of it?
somewhere in the room.
Alright.
At least
Hopefully
one
it makes
person needs
sense.
to run and get in that to soak it and save the day.
Catch
And
balls.
that's Vashnik Malignant. Thanks for watching. I've got more raid guides if you
Okay,
want them.
I'm
And
glad I
have a
rewatched that.
wonderful, wonderful day.
That was so much information. Okay, next one we have the Lost Explorers.
Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is a guide to the Lost Explorers fight in the Venomous Abyss on normal and heroic difficulty. We have 3 Tortolans, and we gotta bring them down roughly together.
It's the Ninja Turtles
Iku
fight,
and Nama
but they're
are
missing a
tanked,
Ninja
while
Turtle.
Gebo is just gonna bop around doing his own thing. Tanks can trade Iku and Nama whenever they feel like they're in danger. There's also a spooky guy here who we do not fight directly, but he's trying to ascend and wipe us all. We'll stop him from doing that by making good use of Stinky Fish. More on that soon. Iku is picking players for Blink Nova. He'll blink to his victim, doing raid damage with a distance drop-off. Get away
Oh
from
my
the
god,
group
that's
if
so
that's on
far
you.
away.
Iku also casts Icebound Flames. You want to interrupt it, and if a cast does somehow get off, healers can dispel the dot. Nama fires out shells to dodge with Shell Spin. Look at where they're aimed and step to the side. And then Gebo likes to throw junk, spawning crates around the room. We need to step on them to open them up and look for the disgusting fish. Stepping on a box stacks
Okay.
a bleed, so don't take
Okay,
more than
so
you can handle.
careful about that.
Any boxes not broken will burst for raid damage eventually, so clean them up. One of those boxes, when opened, will spawn a disgusting fish.
The
Someone
stinky
needs to pick
fish?
that up and use their extra action button to throw it at one of the bosses to activate their ult mechanic, as well as prevent Mr. Murzahi from ascending and wiping us all. You can fish each boss once, and the order is personal preference. When Gebo is fished, he throws out a bomb and a batch of mushrooms. We need to use the mushroom to bounce over the blast wave that'll come from the bomb.
We get to play
When
with
someone
fish
uses
during the
bouncy
boss
shrimp, It has
fight.
a short window before it explodes.
Yeah.
So group up ahead of the blast wave, and then everyone
This
bounce
is
over
like
the wave
the
together.
meme fight.
Do not touch the mushroom early. When Iku is fished, he casts frost and fire arrows at players. Victims of those will drop a frost or fire puddle and then get a dot. You can clear a puddle.
Your
and
raiders
your
are gonna
dot by
have a
stepping
field
into
day
the opposite
fighting
element puddle.
over the
So
fish.
pair off with the other element and then walk into each other's puddles after they land to clear it all up.
Oh,
When Nama is fished, he's going to
Okay,
leap 3
that's
times
kinda
pretty
ni-
quickly,
that's
with
nifty.
group soaks each leap. Get a nice group of players into
ooh, damn.
each soak
Okay,
to
that
split
was
the damage
not enough
safely.
people in that soak.
On normal, that's it. They do enrage when any of them dies, so again, kill them together. On heroic, it gets trickier for 2 reasons. First, on heroic, the Tortolans must be 30 yards away from each other in order to take damage. Iku likes to blink and
Oh.
Gebo likes to wander, so tanks can have fun with that. The bomb that we bounce over with the mushrooms also gets a big fire puddle afterwards
Oh my
on
God.
heroic, eating up a bunch of your floor. That does go away in time, but it sure makes dodging the spinning shells
That
fun
looks
for a
so
while.
annoying.
And that's The Lost Explorers. Thanks for watching.
Okay,
I've got more
hold
raid
on.
guides
There
if you
was a
want
lot
them,
there.
and
I'm
have
actually
a
gonna watch
wonderful
a lot of that
time.
again.
And
Okay.
then Gebo. More on that soon. Iku is picking players and wipe
Gebu?
us all.
That was a lot
We'll
of fight.
stop him
That
from
was
doing
a
that by making
big ass
use of
puddle.
There's also a spooky guy here who we do not fight directly.
Okay, forget about the
but he's
spooky
trying to
guy,
ascend
except
and wipe
when
us
it comes
all.
to fish.
We'll stop him from doing that by
But
making
even
good
then,
use
not
of
really.
stinky fish. More on that soon. Iku is picking players for Blink Nova.
Iku
He'll blink to his
puts
victim,
that
doing raid
giant
damage with a
raid
distance
wide
drop-off.
thing on
Get away
you.
from the group if that's on you.
Run.
Iku also casts Icebound Flames. You want to interrupt it, and if a cast
Iku,
does somehow get
interrupt.
off, healers can dispel the dot.
I'm a healer, so that doesn't
Nama
apply
fires
to
out
me.
shells to dodge with Shell Spin.
Watch out for
Look at where
shells.
they're aimed and step to the side. And then Gebo likes to throw junk, spawning crates
Gebo
around the room.
He's
we need
a
to step
hoarder
on them to open them up and
throwing
look
a
for the
fit.
disgusting fish. Stepping on a box stacks a bleed, so don't take more than you can handle. Any
Watch
boxes
the
not
dot
broken will burst
from
for
running
raid
over
damage
those
eventually,
crates.
so clean them up. One of those boxes,
Ooh,
when
my
open,
God.
will spawn
Do you see
eight
that?
eventually,
Their health
so
bar?
clean them up.
With the 3
One
stacks?
of those boxes not broken will burst
That
for raid damage
seems-
eventually, so clean them up.
Oh my God.
One of those boxes, when opened, will spawn a disgusting fish.
Probably only
Someone needs to
2
pick that up and
stacks
use their
if you're,
extra
unless
action
you are a
button to
healer.
throw it at one of the bosses to activate their alt
Or
mechanic,
if you have an
as
immunity,
well as
maybe?
prevent Mr. Murzahi from ascending and wiping us all. You can fish each boss once, and the order is personal preference. When Gebo is fished, he throws out a bomb and a batch of mushrooms. We
Stinky
need to use the
Gebo
mushroom to
throws out a
bounce over the
bomb.
blast wave that'll come from the bomb. Once someone uses a bouncy shroom, it has a short window
Jump
before
on
it
the shroom
explodes,
to jump
so
over the
group up ahead
circle.
of the blast wave, and then everyone
Voodoo?
bounce over the wave together. Do not touch the
Okay.
mushroom early. When Iku is fished,
Gebo
he
got that
casts
bounce.
frost and fire arrows at players. Victims of
Iku
those will
has
drop a
frost
frost
fire.
or fire puddle
Circles,
and then get a dot.
and then
You can
hug a
clear a puddle
player
and
who
your
has
dot by
the
stepping
opposite
into the
color.
opposite element puddle. So pair off with the other element and then walk into each other's puddles after they land to clear it all up. When
Okay.
Nama is fished, he's going to leap 3 times pretty quickly with group soaks each leap. Get a nice
Nama
group
group
of players
soaks.
into each
Okay.
soak to split the damage safely. On
I
normal,
wonder
that's
what
They
it will
do
be
enrage
best
when
to
any
do
of them
in
die,
what
so
order.
again, kill them together. On Heroic, it gets trickier for 2 reasons. First, on Heroic, the Tortolans must be 30 yards away from each other in order to take damage. Iku likes to blink and Gebo likes to wander, so tanks can have fun with that. The bomb that we bounce over with the mushrooms also gets a big fire puddle afterwards on Heroic,
So that's just
eating
on
up
heroic.
a bunch
Don't
of
have
your
to worry
floor.
about that on normal.
That does go away in time, but it sure makes dodging the spinning shells fun for a while. And that's The Lost Explorers. Thanks for watching. I've got more raid guides if you want them, and have a wonderful, wonderful
I'm
day.
not gonna lie, these seem
Bye.
like pretty chaotic fights to do with pugs. Okay, Lost Explorers.
Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is a guide to the Lost Explorers fight in the Venomous Abyss on normal and heroic difficulty. We have 3 Tortolans, and we gotta bring them down roughly together. Iku and Nama are tanked, while Gebo is just gonna bop around doing his own thing.
Oh wait, this is the same
Tanks
one as
can
before. Okay, my bad. Did we miss one? Okay, well we'll do Sazerac and I'll look it up.
I'm Hazel, and this is a guide to the Scissorak fight in the Venomous Abyss on normal and heroic difficulty. It's gonna get windy, and the dream today is to not get knocked off. Apex Predator is a fun combo for everybody. He's gonna spit out 2 Ravage Cones, 2 Mutilate Group Soaks, and a Tempest in a random order. Tempest fires at these tornadoes to dodge, that's easy enough. Ravage and Mutilate are both
I hate those
cones,
tornadoes.
and the tanks need to
Okay,
trade
you know
the
what I
boss
hate
to
about
avoid
those
taking
tornadoes,
more
though? Like,
order.
so much of WoW is actually just like,
2
they're
Ravage
gonna, like, look at those lines, you know exactly where that conal is going.
Cones, 2
And then the
Mutilate Group
fire
Soaks,
tornadoes,
and a
it's like,
in a random
this
order.
is in this
Tempest fires
kind
at
of
these tornadoes
circular
to dodge,
area.
That's easy enough.
It's just like
Ravage and
visually
Mutilate
kind
are
of
both
difficult to
frontal
read
cones, and the tanks
compared to
need to
that.
trade the boss to avoid taking more than one of each cone per tank. Taunting will live update the boss's target, just make sure you each tank 1 Ravage and 1 Mutilate. Other players should get into the green Mutilate cone to help soak, but stay out of the Ravage. He also stacks up Corroding Venom on his tank. You can swap around 6 or so stacks of that.
I'm gonna die so many times to this
Raging
boss.
Crosswinds assigns players to be knocked back in one of 2 directions. You can see which way you're headed from this indicator. You need to find a player getting knocked in the other direction and then position yourselves so
manageable.
that you two clonk together.
The indicator
in midair.
feels clear.
Now, at the start of the fight, you'll see air balls in 3 of the tunnels around the room. One has 1 ball, another has 2, and a third has 3 air balls in it. That tells us both where the wind pushback in the intermission is going to come from, and in what order. 1, 2, 3. During the fight, a few players will get marked to drop viscous cysts. You want to drop one of these opposite of each wind ball. So if the winds are coming from here, here, and here, you need at least 1 cyst placed here, here, and here.
Gotcha.
Ideally, someone smart can drop raid markers at your 3 spots at the top of the fight, and make sure you drop at least 1 cyst on each. When the intermission starts, the raid can gather in front of the first wind ball, and you'll all get pushed back. When someone touches the cyst, it'll knock everyone away from it, which should keep you on the platform. We do this 3 times, and then we're back to phase 1. On normal, that's it. On heroic, the Mutilate Soak cone from the combo attack gets a big debuff, so now nobody should be taking 2 of those. Assign a group 1 and a group 2 to safely soak that.
It's gonna be a swap.
He also drops venom puddles near where he's tanked. If you tank the boss opposite the first wind path, the venom should get safely blown off the platform during intermission. And that's Scissorak. Thanks for watching. I've got more raid guides if you want them, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!
Okay. That one, I don't know. Do we need another watch of that one? I think maybe just the beginning. I'm gonna rewatch the beginning.
Tempest in a random order. Tempest fires out these tornadoes to dodge, that's easy enough. Ravage and Mutilate are both frontal cones, and the tanks need to trade the boss to avoid taking more than 1 of each cone per tank. Taunting will live update the boss's target, just make sure you each tank 1 Ravage and 1 Mutilate. Other players should get into the green Mutilate cone to help soak, but stay out of the Ravage.
Okay, so you stay out of the white
cone. He also stacks up Corroding Venom on his tank. You can swap around 6 or so.
Okay, that seems okay, and then I just wanted to see this part again.
Crosswinds assigns players to be knocked back in one of 2 directions. You can see which way you're headed from this indicator. You need to find a player getting knocked in the other direction.
Okay, so you're finding the opposite, a person with the opposite knockback, and then you're gonna run into them.
And then position yourselves so that you 2 clonk together in midair.
And then
now
you body
at the start
bump.
of the fight, you'll see airball.
Okay. I think, yeah, that makes sense now. Okay, next up we have the Twin Fangs raid. Here we go.
Hi, I'm Hazel, and this is a guide to the Twin Fangs fight in the Venomous Abyss on normal and heroic difficulty. We fight 2 snakes, and we need to bring them down together. You'll get stacks of eternal venom from a few things in this fight. Trust me when I say you really don't want to get to 10 stacks. Don't get hit by random junk and you'll be fine. Vexu's Caustic Deluge pushes her tank back and spawns a bunch of poison blobs nearby. Touching a blob soaks it and gives you 1 stack of venom.
Okay.
They do need to be picked up, but you want lots of people to help out so nobody gets too much venom on their own. For his tank, Ithras has Stonebreaker. 3 rings will spawn,
Thanks, 17
and his
years.
tank
I'm
must
feeling
be
pretty
in
serious
each
about
of them
this,
when they
but,
go off.
I
They'll
appreciate the
erupt
reminder.
in the same order they spawn, so the tank needs to watch as they show up and then get into them in that order. Tanks can trade bosses after this is done. Venomous Emergence spawns ads in the middle, DPS turn and kill them. They aim beam attacks at
Look,
players.
those beam
You want to
mechanics are
mostly
super
stay
clear.
still with that and let other players move out of your beam. Stir the Depths sends waves across the floor.
This is
Look
scary.
out behind you and dodge. Coiling Ichor picks players to drop
Oh my
puddles.
God, look at
Run
those
to
health
the
bars,
edges with
though.
those. Ravenous Feast is a group split soak that pulses 3 times in a row. Each pulse clears
1,
a
2,
stack
3.
of
That
venom,
doesn't seem
so
too
get
bad.
in to help soak and drop your stacks. After 2 rounds of all that, the bosses will submerge and it's time for an intermission. Take a look at the snake in the middle. She's firing up a big frontal death beam that will rotate around the room. These little orbs tell you which way that's going to
Oh
spin.
my god, there's so much going on.
Rotate in that direction and watch your feet as you run to the back of the room, and then we're back to phase 1. On normal, that's it.
At least
On
there's like the
heroic,
red
soaking
and the
Ravenous
green.
Feast applies
and
a
the red is
debuff,
super
so
clear.
You really can't soak more than 1 pulse. Set up 3 groups to soak 1 pulse of feast each. Also on heroic, the goop we're dodging during intermission will now slow you if you get hit, putting you in significant danger. Watch your step. And that's the Twin Fangs. Thanks for watching. I've got more raid guides if you want them, and have
Okay, hold
a
on.
wonderful,
That was a lot. I'm gonna
wonderful day.
rewatch.
Bye.
Okay, so
Thanks, and we need to bring them down together. You'll get stacks.
what
of
I'm
eternal
confused about
venom
is
from a
what
few
is
things
giving
in
you
this
these
fight.
stacks.
Trust me when I say you really don't want to get to 10 stacks. Don't get hit by random junk and you'll be fine. Vexu's Caustic Deluge pushes her tank back and spawns a bunch of poison blobs nearby. Touching
So
a
it's
blob
just
soaks it and
those
gives you 1
orbs
stack
give
of venom.
you
They
the
do
stack.
need to be picked up, but you want
And
lots
then
of people
my
to help
question
out
is,
so
what
nobody
else
gets too much venom on their own. For
is
his
giving you
tank,
those
Ithras
stacks?
has Stonebreaker. 3 rings will spawn, and his tank must be in each of them when they go off. They'll erupt in the same order they spawn, so the tank needs
tank
to watch
is
as they show up and then get into
eating
them in
those.
that order. Tanks can trade bosses after this is done. Venomous Emergence spawns ads in the middle, DPS turn and kill them. They aim beam
Kill
attacks at
ads.
players. You want to mostly stay still with that and let other players move out of your beam. Stir the Depths sends waves across the floor. Look out behind you and dodge. Coiling Ichor picks players to drop puddles. Run to the
See, they have like 6 stacks here, but I'm not. It like she didn't say if there's other things besides the orbs that give stacks of that. I guess if you like run into other mechanics, like maybe if you stood in this
edges
beam.
with those. Ravenous Feast is a group split soak that pulses 3 times in a row. Each pulse clears a stack of venom, so get in to help soak
1,
and drop your
2,
stacks.
3.
After 2 rounds of all that, the bosses will submerge and it's time for an intermission.
It seems like the
Take a look
pulses
at the
are
snake
very
in the middle.
fast.
She's firing up a big frontal death beam that will rotate around the room. These little orbs tell you which way that's going to spin. Rotate in that
So watch the
direction
orbs
and watch your
for-
feet as you run to the back of the
There's
room.
6 abilities
we're
that
back
give
to
you
phase 1.
stacks. So like
On
if you
normal,
ran into these
that's
waves,
it.
it would give you a
On
stack
heroic,
and a
soaking
scat, it
Ravenous
seems
Feast
like.
applies a debuff, so
potentially.
you really can't soak more
It's in your spreadsheet. Okay.
than 1 pulse. Set up 3 groups to soak 1
The pulse
of
does not
feast
give you any
each.
stacks.
Also on heroic, the goop we're dodging during intermission will now slow you if you get hit, putting you in significant danger. Watch your step. And that's the Twin Fangs. Thanks for watching. I've got more.
So what are the other things that give you the stacks? I see I have a screenshot from your thing, but I don't know if I have like the full. Do I have the full link? Okay. Twin Fangs. Guys, Anascat made this really helpful spreadsheet. Wait, where does it say the things? Everything under Vexhole. Okay, so the orb, third column. Okay, I'm blind. Third column. I'm bad at counting, maybe? This is it all of these? Isn't it just all of these things? Or no? One phase, Vexhole. Healer problem. Oh, this? Oh, 1 stack. So stoking the orb gives you 1 stack. Venomous Emergence is also another stack. This is that's like unavoidable then, right? So everybody could get this. And then Corrosive Spit is the line, and that also gives you 1 stack. And then the waves can also give you a stack. Okay, so you can mostly avoid these except for raid damage and yeah. And obviously it seems like most people are probably gonna pick up an orb. So you probably will have a stack or 2 from that. Okay. Thank you, Anascat. Very helpful. Good timing as well. Okay, and then Hazel does not have a coiled altar guide, so I found this other person. I watched the first few seconds of it, and it looked okay. So hopefully it's not a terrible guide.
Welcome
hold
to
on.
Atelia
I want to make sure we are... Yeah, okay.
Boss Guide for the Coiled Altar, the penultimate boss in the Venomous Abyss, for anyone who wanted to relive the Zulaman raid. The Coiled Altar has 3 phases where you fight Zul'Jan, then Malakras, then both at once. In Phase 1, Fangs of the Coiled Altar is channeled raid damage that creates toxic pulls on either side of the room, so don't stand in them, and it makes the boss hit the tank like a truck.
You're saying the Coiled Altar is difficult on Mythic, or all or everything is difficult on Mythic? Okay, yeah.
Then both at once.
I love how
in
he's
Phase
bouncing.
1, Fangs of the Coiled Altar is channeled raid damage that creates toxic pulls on either side of the room, so don't stand in them, and it makes the boss hit the tank like a truck. Toxic Deluge spawns a bunch of orbs that pulse raid damage and can only be destroyed by Sever, a tank frontal with a damage taken increase, so alternate which tank takes it and don't miss. You can hold the orbs for 5 seconds when you walk over them, so move them together for the tank to clear them, but on Heroic, clearing them gives the raid a stacking dot, so pump the heals when they pop. Guillotine is split damage on someone that leaves behind a massive AoE, so everyone get inside, then roar or get your way out. And on Heroic, you can't soak twice, so split the raid and alternate soaking. You also get random dots that you can cleanse, and whirling axes that move around the room, so keep them clean and don't get hit. When you kill Zul'Jan, Hexlord Malakras appears and you start Phase 2. Death March mind controls a couple of people and makes them commit seppuku off the edge, so hit them to break them out, but each spawn ghosts that fixate on random people. If they reach you, they'll hurt and knock you back, but on Heroic, they mind control you again, which spawns more ghosts and spirals out of control until you're living in a rebooted franchise. The ghosts won't move while you're looking at them and get cleared by the tank frontal, so maneuver them into the same location so the tank can kill them all. The tank frontal is the same as Phase 1, so swap on each cast, but it creates soul fragments that you need to grab, because if you miss one, you'll be death touched. Gloom Bomb makes a few people deal AoE around them and spawn soul fragments, so get out and grab your fragments. Also on Heroic, the boss spawns an ad that has a fear caster kick and shoots heavy bolts at people until you kill it, so get rid of it ASAP. At 100 energy, the boss gets a damage shield and starts a kill cast, pulsing raid-wide heal absorbs until you break it, so blow all of your healer and damage CDs to break the shield and keep everyone alive, and remember to kick the cast. When you kill Malakras, he starts the intermission where he starts healing himself and Zul'Jan, spawning a bunch of spirits around the room that heal him if they reach, but you can't damage him. Run into the spirits to stop them, but they explode for raid-wide damage, so you can't stop them all unless you're trying to grieve, so stagger your healing CDs to prio staying alive over getting the spirits, especially on Heroic, because you'll be taking a shit ton of damage. And when his cast ends, you'll start Phase 3 with both bosses together. You get the mind control ghosts and the toxic orbs together, so get them all into the same place so the tank can clear with the frontal, which creates soul fragments like in Phase 2. You get the channel damage and the Eternal Nightfall Absorb shield with the heal absorbs,
Oh
so
my
pump
God.
more heals for both of them. On
CD
Heroic, you also get
time,
Grim
baby.
Guillotine, mostly the same as the Phase 1 soak, but soakers now get a heal absorb, the AoE has a bigger radius, and everyone gets hit when it goes off. You still need to split the raid, so make sure you can keep everyone alive for each hit. Also on Heroic, you get Gloom Bomb, which is the same as Phase 2, so get out and grab your fragments. Lust at the start of Phase 3, deal with the mechanical overlaps, and kill the bosses before you get overwhelmed. And that's it, a fight to give you PTSD of Stone Legion generals. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, become a member.
Okay.
And that's it, a fight
Hold
to
on,
give you
I wanna
PTSD
go through
of
this a
Abyss
little bit more.
for anyone who wanted to relive the Zulaman raid. The Coiled Altar has 3 phases where you fight Zul'Jan, then Malakras, then both at once. In Phase 1, Fangs of the Coiled Altar is channeled raid damage that creates toxic pools on either side of the room, so don't stand in them, and it makes the boss hit
don't
the
stand
tank
in
like a truck.
pools.
Toxic Deluge spawns a bunch of orbs that pulse raid damage and can
Move
only be
orb
destroyed by Sever,
into
a tank
frontal
with a
if
damage
it
taken
spawns in a
increase, so
weird
alternate
spot.
which tank takes it, and don't miss. You can hold the orbs for 5 seconds when you walk over them, so move them together for the
You
tank
can
to
only
clear them,
hold it
but
for
on
5 seconds. So be
Heroic,
aware of that.
clearing them gives the raid a stacking dot, so pump the heals when they pop. Guillotine is split damage on someone that leaves behind a massive AoE, so everyone get inside, then roar or get your way out. And on Heroic, you can't soak twice, so split the raid and alternate soaking. You also get
Okay.
random dots that you can cleanse and whirling axes that move around the room, so keep them
Split
clean and don't
soak.
get hit. When you kill Zul'Jan, Hexlord Malakras appears and you start Phase 2. Death March mind controls a couple of people and makes them commit.
Okay, so but how? Surely you can remove that, right? Possesses multiple players. Upon removal, 2 manifestations of dread emerge from the possessed player.
Seppuku off the edge, so hit them to break them out, but
Okay, so you're supposed to hit your friends to break them out of the mind control.
spawn ghosts that fixate on random people. If they reach you, they'll hurt and knock you back, but on Heroic, they mind control you again,
Hi,
which
come on.
spawns more
Thank
ghosts
you
and spirals
for
out of
the
control until you're living in a rebooted franchise. The ghosts won't
Gigantified
move while you're looking at them and get cleared by the tank
dumpling.
frontal, so maneuver them into the same location so the tank can kill them all.
Okay, so then you'll probably want to like mark a spot or something where you are bringing those ads.
The tank frontal is the same as Phase 1, so swap on each cast, but it creates soul fragments that you need to grab, because if you miss one, you'll be death touched. Gloom Bomb makes a few people deal AoE
So the spark fragments, do you have to pick them up yourself, or can anyone pick those up?
around
Sounds
them,
like
then
you have to
spawn soul
touch them
fragments, so
yourself.
get out and grab your fragments. Also on Heroic, the boss spawns an ad that has a fear caster kick and shoots heavy bolts at people until you kill it, so get rid of it ASAP. At 100
Get rid of
energy,
the
the boss
ad.
gets a damage shield and starts a kill cast, pulsing raid-wide heal absorbs until you break it, so blow all of your healer and damage CDs to break the shield and keep everyone alive, and remember to kick the cast. When you kill Malakras, he starts the intermission where he starts healing himself and Zul'Jan, spawning a bunch of spirits around the room that heal him if they reach, but you can't damage him. Run into the spirits to stop them, but they explode for
Run
raid-wide
into
damage, so you
those.
can't stop them all unless you're trying to grieve. So stagger your healing CDs to prio staying alive over getting the spirits, especially on Heroic because you'll be taking a shit ton of damage. And when his cast ends, you'll start Phase 3 with both bosses together. You get the mind control ghosts and the toxic orbs together, so get them all into the same place so the tank can clear with the frontal, which creates soul fragments like in Phase 2. You get the channel damage and the Eternal Nightfall Absorb shield with the heal absorbs, so pump more heals for both of them. On Heroic, you also get Grim Guillotine, mostly the same as the Phase 1 soak, but soak
Okay, so Zul'Jan throws his axe at a player, split evenly among players within 9 yards, increasing their damage taken from Grim Guillotine by 500% for 1.7 minutes and causing them to absorb the next 400,000 healing. The axe then swells necrotic energy. It's a lot sinister. I can't even imagine how it's gonna look on Mythic. The axe swells with necrotic energies before erupting with a death's embrace. And then if Grim Guillotine fails to hit at least 5 players, then instead it inflicts a grim execution.
now get a heal absorb, the AoE has a bigger radius, and everyone gets hit when it goes off.
So
You
it's
still
like a
need to split the raid, so
5-person
make sure you can keep everyone alive for each
stack-
hit.
stack,
Also on
I
Heroic, you
guess.
get Gloom Bomb, which is the same
Or
as Phase
soak.
2, so get out and grab your fragments. Lust at the start of Phase 3, deal with the mechanical overlaps,
3
and kill
lust?
the bosses before you get overwhelmed. And that's it, a fight to
That's
give you
more
PTSD of
complicated
Stone
than the
Legion
raids you
generals.
used to
Like and
do.
subscribe if you enjoyed, become a member if you want to support the
Alright.
channel. Okay.
Nice. Okay, I felt like picking that apart made it more understandable for me. I did not find a video for Ulatek at all. The final boss. Isn't the final boss Ulatek? Let me click on this really quick and then see if this is anything. No, it seems like no one has a video for Ulatek, so we won't find that out.
Catch you in the next one.
Unfortunately. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but it really helped me to stop and go back. You might skip this season. You know, that's an option. You also don't have to raid, you know? It's for fun. If you find it fun. But if you don't find it fun, then you don't have to raid. You know? I don't think I'm going to live going into the Void Spire, but we're gonna try it. I have some PvP to do. Okay, let's do bring some music back up. Oh, Avicii. Avicii's a great post-raid song. Honestly, I feel like just mainly 2 of those are just very overstimulating fights. Oh, I forgot to put on war mode. We a paladin now? We are on a paladin, Banicus. We have a holy pal. And I'm trying to get them all vaulted up this week. Because, I do think Resto Druid could be eligible for some buffs. But, regardless, in Raid it feels, the rotation seems fine, but in Mythic Plus it seems very bad. Play style wise. You really liked Druid and Enhancement Shaman? Were you doing our Druid or were you doing Balance or Feral? Or Guardian? And if you're new to Resto Druid, I feel like it's not that bad, but if you have experienced the... Oh yeah, it's no worries. Gotta turn my war mode on. Does anyone know what I should choose here? Let's see. Holy Pal, PvP, talents. I never know what to choose with these things down here. Okay, people chose this. Well, I'm not using that. Welcome back. This probably seems fine. And then maybe this one, and then we're just doing this for the quest, so it's not that big of a deal. I don't even know what those things do, but it was worth lotting them in there just in case. I have like no experience PvPing. I did it for like maybe a little bit of time. I'm kind of surprised those 2 didn't come after me. They're like at 33, I think, right now. I did manage to obtain the curio that levels your Valera up very quickly. But I don't really care about doing the question mark first. I'm not big into that kind of thing. Okay, but where is... Oh, did I take the quest? I did take the quest. You tried Resto Shaman, but people would just stand in fire and blamed you for dying. Oh no. You had nothing better to do? Well, it sounds like you're ready for question mark. Where's the PvP thing, though? There's a war supply crate.
Those beasts could use a good taming.
is this is the PvP thing, isn't it, over here?
What is that odor? Go see what that's about.
No, was the final straw. So what did you get yours up to? This is not a person, surely. We did not get a spark from that. I thought
Someone is trying to build a
when I did this on my Resto Druid, it was like way more clear where the things were. You like bear and cat, but you're interested in boobkin at Resto? Okay, yeah, this is kind of where I remember it. The nice thing about doing this on my Resto Druid is I could just kind of sit and prowl and not worry about dying, but I don't think I'm gonna have that opportunity. Unholy pal. Oh my god. Oh my god. Immediately dead. Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna hate this so much. Yeah. People absolutely farming. Don't hit me. I'm just trying to do the quest. Please. Oh my god, bro. Freaking. I hate this. Why do they tie a spark quest to... I'm literally just trying to get sparks. I would kill ads. I don't even care about killing people. Surely, I wish there was a better way to do this, but... Last time when I did this, there was like some ads that spawned in like the air. Like, I was kind of hoping that is like what? These people are like just actually camping. Don't look at me. Don't look at me, please. I just want a spark of war. Please. Wait, did we not get one from that? No, you can't get me! Oh my god, what the f- Okay, that's just... evil, I swear. On my Resto Druid, I could do this like so easily, but I just don't really know Holy Pally enough to like be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna like do that, and I'm gonna... Sag. And also, I don't know why that ad did not give me a spark.
Someone is trying to build a field. Put an end to their story.
Please. You don't think it died? Yeah, I think you're probably right about that one. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I get that guy freaking is hunting me, bro. Is this so? I'm a little bit confused because when I was on my Resto Druid, there was like, okay, maybe it's gotta be over here, maybe? Was I not in this spot? I thought I was. Oh, it's subdue the creatures. Okay, so once I'm at 80% for that. Come here. Do not call attention to yourself. We did it! Okay, that was 25 sparks. Okay, I'm gonna go to a different one. Now I see, okay. So that one is not marked for PvP, but I think this one over here is. That one is not. It's coming back to me now. Last time my map was like marked and it was like a very clear PvP symbol, but they're just like very small for some reason on my holy pal. Maybe I don't have the right add-on or something. Maybe I don't have the handy notes up. Almost bedtime. Shoot void missile at elementals or kill players. So how do I shoot
I don't have a target.
at elementals? Do I just follow this around? The ethereal beam. Surely that's not an elemental. Surely this is the elemental?
I need a target. I need to target.
I have no
something
target.
first. I need a target. I need to target something first.
Maybe I have to gather this item? No. That gave me literally nothing. I feel like it has to do with this, but... And then... Maybe I have to be inside this sort of aura? Oh yeah, okay, that's what it is. Oh, that's not what I want to do.
Someone is trying to build a fable, put an end to their story.
Did we get him? Okay, we did. Oh wait. Whoa! Oh my god, wait. I can defy gravity in this? Yo. Okay.
The ethereal forces are recovering, but are still disrupted. Grab a tool and dig into what could be
We'll
happening.
do one over there. You could do the same ones too. You can't get me. No, 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 no. No. Don't look at me. I'm just trying to do this quest. It's that song with like Reba needs to be playing. Just a simple mom who works 2 jobs. Never stops. What the f- Yeah. Deal with it. Oh no. got locked. Frick, I'm dead here. Actually, I'm so dead. I'm not trying. I don't need this. I don't need it. Literally, I'm literally just trying to do this thing.
The job is done.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm dead. Yeah, I made it. Yo! No! No! I'm so close to living it! I got silenced! But we're alive! We did it! Just lay down. Blessed be the deaths. Honestly, the only reason I lived that at all is because of that zero gravity beam. Oh my god. Okay, so now we've got another one over here. Both of these give the war mode bonus. We're at 50, so we're like halfway there.
Machinations continue in spite of our best efforts. Disrupt their operations.
This seems easy enough, like literally just kill these ads. Can you tell that I haven't really been doing my my world quests this season? I was pretty good about it last season, but going for meta healer. You approve? I just, you know, first of all, I actually have been, you know, I think I've said it before on stream where I've been like, you know, Holy Paladin looks really fun. I could see myself playing that. You know, Mistweaver is not a healer class that I ever wanted to play. And so, but she stays, rotten leaves. Yeah, I'm still going to play Resto Druid, but I'm definitely going to be upkeeping that Paladin, and then like probably I will move into Holy Pal if I feel like I need to. Basic meta heals? I mean, if I'm going to Resto Druid, it's definitely not meta. Okay, I don't want to beat those guys. I'm gonna go over here. Resto Druid? Resto Druid is definitely not meta. Right now, it actually feels very weak. With the 4% buff, I don't know. I don't think it's enough. Because the balancing has, like, more issues than just, like, needs an overall healing buff. If you feel like you feel strong, just play meta easy. Yeah. Why you think she has glasses on? Very locked in. The glasses are basically a locked in indicator. Metabots wasn't even meta and it has meta in the name. Yeah, I think what I will, because I, like, last time, what I didn't like about pushing on Resto Druid was I was, like, a burden, you know, to my team because of, like, my lack of ability to switch to Mistweaver Monk. The glasses are, so when she looks at herself in the mirror, she can, and she's super strong. Yeah, it's very, Clark Kent coded, I guess. But, Mistweaver was, like I said, Mistweaver was never a class that I wanted to play. And so, even when it was meta. And then also, Disc Priest was also good last season, but I also couldn't really see myself playing Disc Priest. Priest is not a class that I can see myself playing either. But Resto Shaman and Holy Pal are both classes I was like, I've always been like, oh, you know, I could probably play that. Places, yeah. I mean, if you're playing like the second best healer class, I feel like you're still in like a pretty good spot to pug. Like, you're not going to get into every key like a Mistweaver is, but if, especially like Resto Shaman, like if you have a Resto Shaman, you are just always going to get into keys where all of the melee don't have Lust. Or all of the players don't have Lust. So there's almost always a spot for you, because most people do not play Prez Evoker, so there's just not that much competition there for you. There might be more players playing Prez this season though, because it is, people are saying it looks really good. No, I wish I could. It's funny you say Mistweaver as if BFA Shadowlands and Dragonflight never happened, where Mistweavers are both bottom of the tier. I'm not complaining that they were meta at all. In fact, I like that they try and make it different for every season. And also, yeah, it was about time that Mistweavers were meta. My main problem with Mistweavers being meta was that it was a class that was meta, and all they had to really do was press like spinning crane pick to like keep everybody healed up in like large trash bowls. That was my only problem, I guess, if you wanted to put it that way, that I had with the whole thing. But otherwise I was like, I'm fine with, and meta makes sense. I'm not complaining about meta at all. Like, there is always going to be a class that is strongest for the season. You know, having a poison and disease spell is going to be pretty valuable in a season like this season. We were kid picked last for dodgeball for like almost a decade. Yeah. I mean, Mistweaver has traditionally been like pretty undertuned. You quit in 2024 and then they made the class the new Death Knight, but a healer. You're talking about Mistweaver? I'm really glad there's like no one over here, because that was annoying to repeatedly die. Oh, boring to play? Like, I know that it was different for bosses, but yeah, spinning crane kick over and over again. I mean, it sounded like a lot of people had fun, like, basically hitting the same button over and over again and healing people up to full, but I don't know if boring is like necessarily the right word either, but for me, it's like the melee piece that is what I would not want to be a part of it, because Holy Pal is kind of like a little bit mid-range. Like, you don't have to be in melee the entire time, which is exactly how I prefer it, because like in Restoger it's also the same, where you want to be in your uplow, so usually you have your uplow kind of in melee and you're like kind of close to the boss, but you're not like on top of it, or you're like not on top of the mobs, but you're like very close, and you only need for Holy Pal to be in melee for mana regen. So you can kind of like do this, you know, and then you could, this is your be in melee spell, and then yeah, the retail formula. Fun for low effort is unfortunately the WoW formula. It does seem like that was definitely the truth for last season, but there have been healers that were challenging. Like the Disc Priest season, I feel like Disc Priest was pretty difficult to play. That was in the War Within, when they did those major shields. That I heard that Disc Priest was not easy, but it was the best healer. So, and I think people still had fun with that. Mistweaver was the weirdest healer. Interesting. Do you feel like they made it easier to play Wise Chester, or did they get rid of the right buttons now to make it more simple? I know that its new sort of formula is not spinning crane kick, and I think it's like blackout kick or something like that. is it just as easy to play? Mostly? It should have been like Priest, where Priest had 2 heal specs. Monk should have 4 specs. Like, you will. Oh, you think that Monk should have 2 heal specs? That'd be interesting. Like a melee and a range? Oh, yeah, yeah. I know, I agree. That makes sense. Yeah, I think what's hard about Mistweaver is like one season you might be like more of a ranged healer, and then another season you might be more of a melee healer. And so it's kind of hard to want to pick up a class when it's like you don't know what kind of healer they're gonna be, especially if you have like specific preferences for that. The War Within, yeah, I think I remember that it was like literally like you either were a ranged healer or you were a melee healer. We're looking for something. Oh no. Don't look at me. Hi Johnny, how's it going? Super common to get a healer who came from a caster or ranged class. Yeah. And that makes sense, and I'm sure that they probably prefer the ranged style. Slay any enemies to gather void essence, but none of them are orange. Should I just Hello. There's a ton of crazy mechanics in the raid that I have not seen before. I think my favorite new mechanic in the raid is the one where you have to find somebody who's being blown in a opposite direction of you, and then you have to like body bump them. That might be my favorite. Okay, none of these ads would give me the essence. I don't really understand. Making something easy unpopular is unfortunately, like you said, a flavor of the month thing. Yeah. And yeah, I know that like Monk does take a lot of nuance and did take a lot of nuance to heal in bosses, which I appreciate that that was like one piece of the skill floor, but I'm not really seeing the void essence over here. Do I just like walk over this? Oh, wait. Oh, okay, okay, there we go. I get it now. It's like traditional monk was a combo class, which is a lot of what made it a barrier to entry. Yeah, that makes sense. It was a cool concept, but the average player didn't want to do math. Yeah, fair enough. I don't want to do math either. But that's why there's like classes for everybody, you know? Like, okay, you prefer this, but it feels like for this season, unless you were playing Mistweaver Monk, it was a great challenge to push into high keys. In Resto Druid, like in the War Within, like when we weren't meta in season 2 when Boomy was meta. Oh no. Can you just leave me alone, please? I'm just a girl. I found it pretty easy to pug into keys like where there was like a lot of D in Rage, or like where Vortex was like extremely useful, and like if you didn't have a Boomy, like that kind of strategy led to me getting invited to more keys than probably I would have if I was just queuing without any thought. Hi, Hunter. How's it going? How's your stream? Thank you for the raid. Hi, Northern Belle. What's up? Oh, Cabbage is here. What's up? We're doing the PvP quests. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so like most healers had this button, does this effect. Monk was like, it's easier to explain with colors than numbers, but you essentially had to hit yellow, green, blue, green. Okay. What did you get up to? Have you filled your vault? I'm sure, if you haven't, then you will regret it. No, honestly, you probably don't need to do that much for this week. It's literally just like time filler. Mythic Zeros in the caverns. Very nice. Get into my PvP quests because it gets you a spark. So, like if you wanted an AoE heal, it was literally one button, but it was... Monk had like 3 buttons. I see. Yeah, Restored is kind of like that because you have to have like a lot of hots on people to do any good healing. So it's like, I would tell people like, oh, you know, especially at the end of the War Within, if you're ramping into a big heal, it's like 12 GCDs. So there was like that one pole in Floodgate where you like went up the stairs and it'd be like the big hill absorb. And there'd like be some tanks who like would speed up ahead everybody and just like pull that whole platform area. And I'd be like, okay, I literally have no hots on anybody. This is tragic. So I like at the beginning of the dungeon, I would be like, okay, tank, please don't immediately pull the heal absorb, dude, because it takes me like 12 GCDs to ramp to heal everybody for that. So that was a little bit tragic, but as long as you told the tank, they were pretty good about it. Sometimes they would forget. The funny part, Druid often had Mistweaver Monk alts because mechanically they were the most similar. Your hot take is that Mistweaver plays like a Cataclysm Survival Hunter. Oh, interesting. You know, I think you can like always find like similarities in like every class if you are willing to let your brain do associations. Like, when I was trying to set up Holy Pal, I was like, okay, which of these is like Life Bloom? Which of these is like Regrowth? Because it's just like easier to think in terms of something that you've already had a lot of familiarity with. Oh my god, there's so many ads here. Leave me alone! Thank you for the follow, Core. I'm just a girl. Wait, did I get enough of this essence yet? Oh, I'm supposed to be putting it in this chest? I didn't even realize. Mistweaver cast technically didn't... Technically, Survival Hunters gained... Oh my god, don't look at me. Please. How much do I have? Can I do more? Oh, I have to do another set. Okay, head over here. That whole era of hunters swapping from mana to focus, it's very similar to Mistweaver non-casting mechanics. Okay. So did you play Survival Hunter first, Wise Jester? Is that, or did you play other classes before you played Mistweaver? Or did you play Survival Hunter, like... So was that the first class that you played? Because I'm always curious how people feel like if their brains are kind of like just using associations to try and figure out how to understand a class best. That was
Wouldn't you
Not that bad of a world quest, actually. And also there was no one over here kicking my booty. Mistweaver, only because the cosmetics in Mage Tower sucked. For Hunter, you were so fed up with the male cosmetics. Oh my god, why is male so bad, though? Like, choosing an outfit for my Resto Shaman is really painful. I think that these quests over here still give me Sparks of War, it's just not quite the boosted number. Time constraints for healers isn't like DPS, it's like any other game. The cosmetics for shamans and hunters is amazing. Really? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of really good ones for cloth. To me, I feel like cloth probably has the best cosmetics in the game. What add-on projects the line on the map? You're talking about this right here? That is a great question. We'll take a look at my add-ons. Let's see where I can land. Over here. Okay. No, I can't land there. All G is UDK? Am I a DK? No. I'm a Resto Druid. Oh no, no worries. Okay, wait, no, that's Ellesmere. It's definitely... It might be Plumber. I also have Handy Notes. It might be Handy Notes or Plumber. I was like, I know how to talk like a Ninja Turtle. I got this. Also, it might be Tom Tom or World Quest Tracker. Let's see. World Quest Tracker. So yeah, it's this one. Big finger smile phone, yeah. I like it because then I can like kind of just point myself in a direction and then just AFK from, especially if I have like the other flight form turned on where I'm just not even dragon flying. It's you, tonight. DK could, there's a lot of possibilities that could mean. Speak to the scout. You there.
Walk your own path.
Okay. And then kill elite forces. Hi, Panky, how's it going? Oh, that was one of the pylons shattered. Oh, I don't want to kill all these nasty things. The struggle is real on the phone, man. Typing in Twitch chat actually just makes me, like, unable to understand at all. Just logged in for season 2. Alright, let's go! Just in time! Just in time for tomorrow. Sometimes you type with a fake lisp. You know? We all got RP sometimes. This was your first ever DPS season. You've been a healer since 2005. Oh my gosh, wow. That'll be a big change. What are you going to play instead of healer? You intentionally type like a toddler to mess with the streamer? No. That poor streamer. I'm sure they find it hilarious. Just stand in bed and no butt pulling, okay. As a healer, oh my god, that dude is, I'm not prepared to fight that. Surely. Oh no! F. Major F, okay. Oh my god, this guy's gonna kick my booty. We have too many healers and you were voluntold. We need Hunter's Mark to cover every buff. Oh no. Oh, this is just gonna take forever to kill. I can live this fine, I guess, but I don't want to pull anything extra either. I mean, I'm excited for a new season, but I'm definitely hoping that they do not bring some of the dungeons back, like next, if they do like a 4th season of Midnight, or if they do a 3rd season of Midnight, they don't just like do the thing where they did in The War Within and just bring back all the old dungeons and be like, here everybody vote on all these dungeons! And then we just end up picking the dungeons that have the best trinkets, and then Blizzard nerfs all of the trinkets. Let's hope they don't do that again. It's more fun because you're forcing your brain to change how it processes. Came for talk like a troll in game. There's like a bunch of add-ons that like change the way you type to make it read like. There's like the uwu girl one. And like you talk like an uwu girl in chat. There is an uwu girl add-on, but if you take it, just beware that I can flag. Everyone will block you if you have that. I think it I think it's literally uwu girl something. So if you look it up on CourseForge, that's literally what Twitch does once you type that. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna go back out this way, I think. That's the way that I entered, and that ad is still gone, so. They read what you sent. You think your account is older than that? Okay, I can easily get this one without drawing extra attention. This one probably pretty easily too. Then lock the account because Twitch is 14 plus. They do try to count, so it's true. Oh wait, there's a bunch over here. Okay. But yeah, like it's not a Twitch add-on, it's for WoW. It'll make your WoW chat just like literally write uwu things. No, it's not for Twitch. It's for WoW. It takes whatever you write in WoW chat and adds like uwu flavoring to it. Although I'm sure you could find a voice mod that that does the same thing if that's what you're looking for. But yeah, beware, you will annoy everybody, because I'm telling you that this sends to like guild chat, this sends to dungeon chat, if you have friends who think it's funny, it's probably fine, but it's like when you get drunk in chat, in game and then type. Yeah. Cat girl who was voice to text. Oh no. Oh no. Tragic. You've been accused of being a bot and your only rebuttal was, what bot has Twitch Turbo? Yeah, I've been thinking about getting that. It seems like a good deal actually. Except the only thing is then I feel like I can't show the streamers that I love like the support of a sub, but like not having to deal with ads also seems pretty nice.
You like goods, don't you? Then find them.
It's a good deal if you go to multiple streams, yeah. What IO am I going for tomorrow? That's a good question, Tanky. Tomorrow, I would probably start with the goal of 2k for my catalyst charge. But we'll see. For tomorrow, 3.4. Yeah, that seems possible. If you are more than like 10 streams on the regular, then yeah, but you probably aren't subbing to 10 people. No, definitely not 10. It's like closer to like 5 maybe. Maybe like 4 or 5. God, this quest is quite annoying. Pull this dude over here. Oh my god, I don't want to pull more shit. You might shoot for 3k. I'm definitely going to be shooting for 3k for like this week, but for just tomorrow, probably just try and get my tier. Or a tier item. 15 new and 5 old. But yeah, I will be definitely doing some Mythic Plus tomorrow. I actually, I joined a guild that does not raid on Tuesday night, so I'm going to be able to focus on more Mythic Plus stuff, which I'm kind of excited about. We raid Sunday, Monday. Which is kind of, it's like, at first I was like, that's weird, you know? So used to logging on and then like immediately doing a raid on the Tuesday reset. But then I was like, but we can be in like Race to World Last if it ends up like that. And actually we were featured, not me, I wasn't there, but the guild was featured on Max's stream for Race to World Last, and they killed the boss on stream. So that was pretty cool. You haven't played WoW in 2+ years and simultaneously your stubs have been active this whole time? Oh my god. Dang. You know, committed to the project. Annual sub. Yeah, true, yeah. Hard to get out of that, I guess. I believe that I'm in too deep. I really wish these weren't so tanky. It's like fine if I'm on like a boomkin, but if I do this, it's a little bit less tanky. It triggers one day and you're like, yeah. But then you get the mount, right? Isn't there like an annual mount? Annual sub mount? Oh, this guy might be having more health than the other dudes. The semi-annual mount. Does that apply to year-long subs? I'm guessing it is. Every 6 months is a mount, yeah. Oh, I got stunned. Alright. We're trying. Oh wait, I can just spam that for damage. Stupid. Okay. We're not hitting one of those again. You bought the auction house mount and then rage quit. You didn't even get to use it. I feel like I also bought the auction house mount. And I don't have regrets about it. Because it is very convenient. I do wish it cost something closer to like 75, but you know. Okay. I do, you know, there's something that somebody told me once, and it goes like this. If you use something every day, you know, and just think of it as like $1 a day, then it would be worth. So if you use the auction house mount for 90 days, and every day you've paid $1 in your, you know, in your brain, then it can be worth it to have spent that much money on it. That concept can also go for like shoes and other things, you know, like a computer. Although, but I think, you know, like, or like a nice jacket. Like, are you gonna be using a jacket for 135 days or something if you're buying a $135 jacket? Why are cities empty? Auction house mount. Yeah, they're also really spread now compared to how they used to be. Next to me. All you wanted was a snail mount with a mailbox on it during BFA so you could taunt people. There is that new mount that they datamined. I don't know what's going to be on that. The Hearthstone Keeper? It looks very cute, actually. It's actually a cute looking mount. Watch, then make a mount that makes you drink. Makes you drunk when you click it? Maybe. Just like a keg. Yeah, Brewfest mount for sure. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. Oh. Oh my god. Oh wait. Oh my god. Thank you for the raid. Wait, who raided me? Botanical? Botanical raid? Thank you. You raided me while I was dead. Oh my god. Okay, so I have to go scroll back through things. Okay, first of all, oh my god, I died again? Okay, that's actually so troll. Thank you for the follow, How Now, and Jolly Good Fella. Also, thank you for, so far no 3400 mount. Yeah, that's true. It usually takes, I think, a couple of weeks to... My gear is gonna be very broken. Oh, it's actually only at 96%. Okay. We're just trying to finish up these PvP quests. I don't know if you guys... Oh, the war supply crate spawned over there, but I think I was doing this one. You were lurking while carrying someone in arrivals? Okay. Yeah, we watched some raid guides earlier for the upcoming raid. And a lot of the bosses are like pretty complex, I feel like. What is this? Harden your skin. Want me to... Am I just gonna die to these freaking... I don't want to kill that dude. I'm just trying to get my PvP stuff. How was your stream, Botanical? What do you guys get up to? Okay. Do it. Claw attack. Nice. Okay, not bad. Okay, that's actually... What the? Get off me. I'm a monster. Oh no. No! No, no, no. No! Let me just... Okay. Doing these PvP things has been a adventure. Thank you, Blizzard, for forcing me to do PvP content. Yeah, I'm also ready for Mythic Plus. Last minute weeklies. Building a junk drawer in the house. Alright. Very nice. Yeah, I have some housing stuff to do. Also, I've been working on my like upstairs theater area in my house, but alright. I'm not trying to kill people here. Can people just leave me alone? What is this up here? Oh, that's for the turn into a dragon or whatever. The PvP struggle. Oh, honestly, it's kind of fun because it's like, oh, you know, usually I wouldn't get into PvP until like, you know, 20 people land on top of you and then you're rooted and ripped and then you like just can't even get out of it. It's like, alright, well, I didn't ask for this. I'm just here trying to kill these bitter beasts. Like, can you not? Actually, that's not even a... That's just an ad for them. With no emotion. Hopping out for a late night snack before bed. Thank you for the follow. Simply trying. Appreciate it. Yeah, just trying to get these sparks done for the Sparks of War, so I can get my second spark on my Holy Pal. By the way, for those who don't know me, I'm a Resto Druid usually, but I am... Oh my god, can you just leave me alone, actually? out my mind. Okay, they just stun locked me. Like, 2 against 1. Like, do you really feel good about yourself there?
Time to strike.
They feel good about themselves there. Come on. They attacked a lowly holy pal with no PvP gear. It's tragic. And don't walk away. Surprised I don't need to fix my gear. Is there like they don't make you fix your gear that frequently for PvP deaths? Well, I'm gonna get this quest done despite them.
That meat must have been sitting
Boom!
out for a while, huh?
We're done.
You ate it? Interesting.
Now we go turn that in. Actually, I could probably just hearth. No, I don't think I did this on my shaman. The PvP quest thing. I'm gonna have to check. Lately, I can think of you now. I'm gonna show you guys. Some of you guys probably have already seen this because I've shown it off. I showed it off earlier, but maybe yesterday. You can check out my house. I was experimenting with pets, and I'm having a really fun time. I'm really glad that they introduced that. Didn't they mention that they were gonna introduce the mount? You can like have mounts outside of your house, but I haven't seen any updates about that. Did we get the spark? I thought that was the spark quest. The Sparks of War quest. Yeah, that was the void one. Oh my god. Doing questing is just actually making my bag so ugly. Well, I wanted to get my sparks. I did the sparks. I already had one. And then I thought the void one gives you a spark. Is it in a bag? The Void Storm, Sparks of War. Ooh, I thought, but it said it was a reward in the... Check over here. You can get 2 sparks just running around in the vault, doing 2 quests without needing to do the PvP.
We stand together.
That is annoying.
Until next time.
I have to do 3 tier 1 delves. Dang. Oh, I've already done so many delves though. Okay, I didn't realize that the Sparks of War one didn't work anymore. Alright, we're just going to do this really fast. You can choose sparks just running around in the vault doing
There
2
you
quests without needing to go do PvP. Lord Minion, that would have been some really good advice before I did a whole bunch of Voidstorm quests.
Deadly poison.
What do I need from over here? Oh, I just gotta explode all these light blooms. Boom.
Marked for death. Breathe deep, vermin.
This is a lot easier on a tier 1. I think I can go out here now.
This is for you.
I don't know. Do you think Polypal will end up nerfed in the middle of the season like Resto did last season? Even if I do all this extra try to be meta stuff. But some Resto Druids got Resi 22s before they got nerfed. So as long as you get the highest keys before you get nerfed, then you're fine. Right?
Casting a spell. I don't think so.
But they still didn't get title, but they did get 1%. And then after they got nerfed, not a single Resto Druid really pushed. Well, there's some in like China and some in EU, but none on NA. Literally just me.
That's our target.
Go.
You're faster now. Go.
There's a little curio over here. Or, curiosity. There we go. Kill all these guys. Oh, I should have gone this way first. It's fine.
Marked for death. Breathe deep, vermin.
Okay. Treasure is over here. It's a great song.
Bounty from nature. Useful.
Okay, yeah, 35. That's gonna be really easy to get to. 100. So next week, do you get the 2 sparks for the people who did the PvP exploit?
You're here. Good.
Oh, that was like the world soul exploit or something. Yeah, okay. Okay, so some people will get or everybody will get a 3rd spark next week for that exploit,
Breathe deep.
and a 4th. Everyone gets a total of 4 sparks by the end of next week. Okay. Gotcha, Lord Minion. So the World Soul was the 3rd spark, and then the PvP one they just moved to the vault. Bill quest.
This is for you.
Well, I wish I had known that. Because I did a whole bunch of shit that I didn't need to do. Well, I was going because that's what I did at the beginning of the week. I didn't think to ask, you know?
Marked for death.
But all good. You know, I got some Sparks of War, which I definitely had on my bucket list. Or something.
I don't think so.
I think maybe it'd be faster to go this way. Let's see.
Silence. I've had enough of your tricks. I've sped your step. Make it count.
Okay, that just got me the 3. I need 2 more, but I did eliminate the threat.
Breathe deep.
100% going that way. Music's too loud. I'm gonna just hop down and do these.
Casting a spell. I don't think so.
Music's too loud.
This one's mine.
Boom, 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 boom.
Deadly poison. That's our target.
Holy Pal DPS is a lot more simple than Resto Druid DPS. Ooh, an upgrade of some kind. Oh, no, not really. A fake upgrade. Loud, too loud. Leave Delve. We do again. Okay, one more.
My blades are ready.
The music's too loud.
Yes. We will have justice.
This is for you.
I didn't even need to worry about damage. Boom. They're toasted.
deadly poison.
What if I just... Do you think I,
I don't think so.
maybe just run and Valir just follows me around while I pull all these bags? Surely. Remember Chicago.
That's our target.
Uh-oh. Valir might be dead over there. Nah, she's fine.
I've had enough of your tricks.
Here we are.
This one's mine.
Twisted around.
Casting a spell. I don't think so.
Okay, now I bring all of these to Valir. Oh no, she's bringing them all to me. Nice.
Spread your staff. Make it count.
Dun, dun, dun. Woo! Still says I'm in combat, but who knows with what. Twisted around.
Death comes for them.
Okay. Now we loot and then we're done. And I don't think we got an upgrade. I've been searching for one upgrade for my Holy Pale and its wrists. Right now I've got 250 wrists on. It's kind of my lowest item level item, but it's not a big deal. We'll have plenty of things drop this week. Anymore. Over here. Get that spark.
I will do my duty for Azeroth.
My bow is at the ready. Baladash, Malanor.
How do you feel about the Hairneer models and casting animations? I think they're fine. I know that they took like a bunch of them, I think from Troll or something. Isn't it like a troll body? I think. I'm not positive about that. But, I think that the actual model is very pretty. It's like a... And it's got some nice customizations. Now, I wish they would go back and update and make some of the other races that you could be. I wish they would make those models a little bit more, like, have more improved hair, or facial models. But, they are very pretty looking. It's a very pretty looking race, and they did a nice job with all the hair customizations on Hairneer. Considering your race changing your shaman? Ooh, okay. I didn't know you could make a shaman Hairneer, but that makes sense. I know that the racial is not very good, but if you're just doing it for funsies, then go for it. You could still get 1% on non-meta races very easily. Yeah, dwarf, that's what I made my paladin. I made dwarf for the defensive usage, basically. Basically immune. Look at her. She's okay looking, I think. Could be worse. Look at her. Her hair is cute. She's got cute hair. Yeah, dwarf I think is it's gonna give you stone form, which is very OP. Removes all harmful poison, disease, curse, magic, and bleed. But if you're just looking for a pretty looking tune, then Haranier is definitely a good way forward. It's gorgeous looking. Then I'm older. Okay. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me tonight. It was fun. Thank you for joining me, for those who did, for the raid instructional video review. Found it very helpful to watch with other people. I'm gonna raid out. Let's see. Where can I send you guys? Didn't know I was lost. I was lost. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys over to wow, there's a lot of people online tonight. I'm gonna send you guys over to a friend of mine. Looks like they're doing some community Mythic Zeros, which will be probably far more interesting than the PvP combat that I provided you with tonight. So I'm gonna send you guys over to Cutie Cupcake. I hope you guys have a really great rest of your night. And good night, everyone. Good night, Tanky. Good night, Cabbage. Bye.